Welcome back. And there could be some good news on the horizon for people involved in the GERS program. Here's News Channel 8's Wes Small investigating.
The government employee retirement system. What a hot topic. It's got certain members of the government scrambling. Some people just want to bail out. They have to put money in. What is going on? Here with Erman Foy, who has been on this deal from the beginning. He just had a government employee retirement system meeting yesterday, and he's got some information for everyone out there. This is very important to you government employees. Thank you, Mr. Foy.
Yeah, Wes. I'd like to thank the governor, DeYoung, for sending his financial team to the board meeting, GIS board meeting yesterday. I'd also like to thank the GIS board for allowing me to come in and sit in on the meeting. It was a very good meeting, and the governor sent his financial team to ask them to put a delay on it, and they put a delay until next year, January 1st, 2010. You know, it applauded me that I was the only GIS paying member, government employee to the meeting. As I said before,
let's stop right there. How many government employees are affected by this?
Thousands. I don't know.
You're the only person at the meeting?
I was the only person at the meeting.
How'd you get elected to that position?
I didn't get elected. I show up. I know the law. The law says they don't go in executive session.
Well, let's put it pretty in perspective. Not everyone could attend. There's some people maybe on a different island, and then there's people who are working, essential employees, and they just couldn't get there.
Hey,
but
no. When something affecting you, you have to show up to defend your position. And it's a shame that this is got a wide effect on all government employees, and only I alone show up. There's no excuse telling me that people had to go to work. When I drive up by GIS, I should have seen the parking lot full of people sending the message to the board, put it off. So I understand the board position too, and I have to thank the board. They were very professional. And I have to personally thank the board for coming to the assistance of the people who are bailing out. Because, you know, people were jumping off the ship without the life vest and the lifeboat. The ship was sinking. And I have to, you know, the senator them who fought for it
in
2005 think they were doing a good thing. I have to give them credit on that end.
Off camera, things were different then, economic situations were different, and so forth.
But in 2008, when they realized the implication of the bill and that it ain't the right thing, they need to relook it. I telling you, they need to relook it. But I continue to say that if the people who elect the senator them sit down on their hand, fiddle with the nail, don't do nothing, then the senator them right to keep their foot in the throat.
All right. Well, where are we now? Since that's going to be pushed back to the year 2010, do you think if enough people like you make noise and say, hey, we're not standing for this, then we could work this thing out if everybody's on the same page?
Well, the governor financial team said they want to sit down with the GIS board and work something out.
And that's a good step.
That was a real good step. And I have to thank the governor again. Another thanks for pulling the people on the Historic Preservation Board head from in the 4-point contact for not wanting the Christmas Festival Committee having the food fair in Bodo Park.
Yeah, we'll just talk to David Charlemagne about that, and you'll have information on that. That's good that he stepped in with that.
Here, the governor had to step in again with a set of idiots that they put to represent people, coming up with nonsense. This is festival. Bodo Park is an awesome site, and I think that the food fair could have got there. I don't know what type of idiot we have representing us, deciding that they ain't gonna want the food fair there.
Well, on that note, you know, I don't ask much. I got to tell you something, and I'm going to hit this story in the future, but I'm glad you're with me because you're kind of a community watchdog, Coach Foy. I don't ask much, but I'm going to ask the governor for something. I'm going to ask for the powers that be for Christmas. I did want some pajamas. I need them pretty bad, but I don't want pajamas. I want a Boys and Girls Club to stay in the Virgin Islands. for the life of me, I can't see that we're going to let that slip through the cracks. And I'd like you to be on my team so we could try to hit this again. And I appreciate you fighting for the people with the GERS. Don't get it twisted. I love this place. I might be from Newark, New Jersey, but I got to tell you something. My son, as a single parent, he grew up in the Boys and Girls Club. And I've been doing this job now for several months, and not once have I seen anything cross my desk from the Boys and Girls Club saying, Wes, we need your help. And that kind of bothers me. They say, no child left behind, right, Coach Foy?
Yes.
They say a village raises a child, right? They say children first. But the children who watch this tonight and to go to the Boys and Girls Club and find a padlock on the door in the next 72 hours, then they have to say that these words are just slogans. They're broken promises by adults that say things, but they really don't mean them. Our priorities are not in the right place. I cannot imagine the Virgin Islands without the Girls and Boys Club. And to let that slip through the fingers of the community is absolutely wrong. And I'm not representing Channel 8. I'm telling you this is the way I feel. So if I get flack from it, that I'm not supposed to show my opinion and things, all bets are off. I say it's dead wrong that we should have the Virgin Island Boys and Girls Club closed, and not on my watch. Because I believe if those children don't have a safe haven to go to when they get off work, to do their homework, to be tutored, and to interact with other children, and to be counseled, then we have given up as a community. How can you spend $50,000 to go to an inauguration in Washington when you can't stay home and make sure that your children have a safe place to be after school? I am appalled that the Boys and Girls Club are going to shut their doors in a few hours. And it better not happen, and I don't want it to happen on my watch. Coach Foy, anything you want to add about that?
Well, Wes, you know, I've been a champion for the youth them in the Virgin Islands, and that's sad news to me. As
Taking the kids back and forth to the pin relays and
yes,
so forth.
definitely. And you know, that's sad news to me because everybody talk about the youth is the future. The youth only the future when it to help them get what they need about themselves. They talk about the youth here. We have a club that assists young people going under. This is the first time. You're the first person brought it to my attention. And that's a good club where the kids go after school and sit in and do stuff. You know, where is the
parents out there? Well, there's a lot of single parents who pick up their children at the Boys and Girls Club. No, the Boys and Girls Club is not perfect. But let me tell you something. It's the only thing we have. And that needs to stay. We're running out of time. So first of all, let's rehash because we kind of got drifted. But you could feel it. I hope you feel it because I'm feeling it and Coach is feeling it. First of all, GERS, there is sunlight on the horizon. You're going to keep us posted on that. I know you will. And the Boys and Girls Club, that should not close down. And Governor, if you're watching this tonight, I've never asked you anything in person, but my Christmas wish is that the Boys and Girls Club in the Virgin Islands stays exactly where it is.
I support 100% to Wes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With Coach Foy, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And stay with us when we come back from the break. It's the Crucian Festival Committee.